What kind of terrible kitty cat face is that? At least it's a little bit forgiving of my terrible drawing skills. I'll do a little curved tail for that guy. Alright, 4 kitty cats down. Oh, thanks, Graceful. I'm very excited, to work with this pen. Yeah, I think Twitch seems to have a mind of its own today. Even Nifner's stream was buffering like crazy earlier, and it's frustrating to watch when it's like that, I'm hoping that the video ends up okay, like the replay video. So I think I'm just gonna power through it, because I'm really enjoying this. I'm right into this. I'm kind of geeking out a little bit. I could do this for hours. So I'm very excited, considering, yeah, this is my first prototype. So as I get better with the pen, and as I get better at prototyping things for the pen, yeah, I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. These antique carriages that I'm looking at, and I'd like to do, did I just start too low on this one? I think so. So low. I almost want to take that off and start over again. So yeah, these little antique carriages that I'm doing, or that I want to do, they're something else. And antique fancy type furnitures, I'd like to do little gazebos. Okay, I've learned my lesson. That kitty cat, I started too low. I have to start this one up a little higher. One last kitty cat. Alright, so those are my kitty cats, but that's not enough. I need to come up with some way. Ouch. So that's pretty good. Those are very cute. But I need to do something at the top in the center here, right? For these kitty cats. So I could do, well, I did a flower. I did a little daisy on the other one. I wonder What would be fitting for a kitty cat? Just gonna fix up a couple of weak spots here that I can see. Okay, so in the center, I could do, I don't know, what should I do for the kitty cats? I could do little, it wouldn't look too bad, I guess. Little spokes like a wheel. There's the top of my umbrella. I guess I could just do little swirls. They do look nice. And one more little double. Not so easy to tell that it's little kitty cats, but not impossible. Now I think I want to do something at the bottom, because on this one it doesn't quite look like an umbrella along the outsides. So now I don't want to recreate that. I'd like it to look a little more like an umbrella. So I think we'll do, oh, somebody's hosting me. Thank you, Graceful. I like this process. This is very quick. Like you get to see the fruits of your labor quite soon. Not really so much during the prototyping, like all of these that I'm drawing out, but once the prototypes are done and I have it all worked out, yeah, it should go relatively quick to see the final results. So I think I'm going to do these little reverse loops on the bottom and see how that goes. Okay, I want to spin it, but it's attached to the cardboard here, so I have to wait. There we go. Once it cools, then I can move it again. I don't know if I like these little loops. Alright, see how this one looks. I think that looks pretty good. So we'll pull that off once it cools down in a second. This one doesn't want to come off. I wonder if there's a lifespan of how many times you can draw on the same prototype, the same cardboard, because maybe it just won't work so well after a while. There we go. Yeah, this cardboard is wearing out a little bit. So that's not bad, eh? Cute little kitty cat umbrella. I'm just playing. Alright, so I guess I need to figure out another little arm. I really wish I had done it this way, like cut it out this way. I feel like I'm right-handed, so I feel like I'd be able to do it better. Doing it this way almost feels kind of left-handed, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure why I'm getting that feel. I guess I just feel like the curve is going the wrong way. Oh my god, I totally missed. Ouch, that's hot. Oh man, that's very hot. It's funny because I totally... I had a friend working on this with me, and I didn't believe him. I thought it wasn't that hot. But I guess there's a fan in there, so it's blowing really hot air out the tip. So it's funny. funny now that I understand. Stop moving. Ouch. It's kind of a nice little, I don't know if you can see that. It's too bad. This one worked out to be a nice little swirl that I did. I might even like that one better than all the others I've done so far. What? Ouch. Ouch. Gotta cut that one off. See if we can show off. Ah, see that? I like that one. I thought that was a very pretty little. I like that one nicer than some of the other ones, I think. Oh, wrecking the template. That's not bad, eh? Come on, camera. I'm just adjusting the angles here. Yeah, I like, out of all the handles I've done, like the other handles have been kind of blocky and unsure, and that one I had no idea what I was doing, but this one was kind of like, it almost felt like decorating a little cookie. Can you imagine now, Graceful? Okay, so with this one, even though it's kitty cats, right? If I drill a hole through the center here, and all of a sudden it's this fancy little carriage wheel, right? That's where I want to go with this stuff. I want to do like the antique carriages, or like, you know, like Cinderella has that pumpkin carriage, right? And they have fancy wheels like this, and this looks like a carriage wheel, right? Like, how great would that look? So I'm excited to get past umbrellas, but it's building blocks, right? You have to, what do you think? Is that too long of a handle? I should probably cut that a little shorter. I think that's too long. That's much better. Mind blown. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, eh? Carriages is where I went first, but I knew I couldn't prototype a full-blown carriage out of cardboard until I got good. so so I thought I'm gonna try umbrellas first because there's that aspect of round, there's that aspect of repeating like panels, right? These are each panels, and for a wheel I'm gonna repeat panels, right? Repeat panels. So I thought umbrellas might be easier to ease me into it, but man, seeing how nice that is, I think I just might make all of my wagon wheels kitty cats because you can't even tell that's little kitty cats, right? But how great does that look? It looks so good. I'm pretty happy with. I think out of all of them, I mean, I like this one, right? But so far, I think that's my favorite. I think my little kitty cat wagon wheel is going to be it'll be like a secret thing where I'm hiding kitty cats in my wheels, you know, like it could be one of my little artist signature things, right? But this is what I want to do with Niffner's art. This is what I talked to Niffner about. I want to take her little swirls, right? And her feathers, if she does a little key or something. I want to find those little gems in her work and turn them into objects, chairs and tables and umbrellas and gazebos, right? And I just think it would be so much fun to do with her work. And she's excited. She likes the idea. So how glad am I that my idea is actually working, because really it was all just in my head until I got this pen yesterday. I didn't really know if it would work the way I was hoping it would work. So I'm very happy that it is working very, very well. Come on. There we go. I thought I had a jam there for a second. That would have been the end of the stream. I had a jam right at the beginning of the stream and I had to take the pen apart. Alright, so I'm going to try a different method here. I'm going to try building like a wall on each side. Alright, so if you can see that, there we go. I've built two little walls there, see? Because I'm having trouble getting these little umbrella bits on. So now I've got this little wall and I'm going to put this right in between that wall. And then I'm going to close it in and heat it up, and then hopefully it works the way I'm hoping it does. Because this isn't just learning to draw, it's learning the mechanics of how to build with hot molten plastic. Well, I thought it would be easy. Not so much. Oh my goodness, that didn't work at all. Alright, that plan did not work in the least. So I'm gonna cut off my umbrella and save it. And I'm gonna cut off these little walls that I tried and did not work at all. That was like practically a disaster. Practically a disaster. Now this might not be long enough anymore. Well, that'll still be cute. Kind of a short handle, but that's okay. Come on. Sorry if you could hear me blowing. All right. That's pretty solid now. I don't get it at exactly the right angle. It's done. So I don't really like this one. I mean, it's okay, but what I would do different now is at the bottom I would do something to trace it to make it actually have the outside look like an umbrella, similar to what I did with the cats, how I did these little bumps at the outsides so that it still looks like an umbrella instead of all these just weird little round lumps. So from now on, when I do something like that, I'll always make sure that there's something along the outside. It's actually possible that I could fix that. Maybe I'll try, because then it would actually look quite nice. And it is a night for experimenting anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can add Alright, so now I've added a little edge at the bottom here. You can see that. And it might not look like much while I'm doing it, but I have a feeling it's going to make a big difference in how the final piece looks. Line that up. forgot I moved my microphone. You probably can't hear me very well. Alright, see, now you can see the difference already. Put it there, over the cardboard where you guys can see it better. So that outside ring is already making it look more like an umbrella, more like the shape it's supposed to have. And it's already going to look so much better. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this one up and put an outside ring on this one. It's a little tricky with the piece in the middle. I need just looking for an almost triangle here piece, because that piece in the middle is not really okay, I'm guessing right around here. Oh, sorry, I did all that off camera. All of that fumbling around. It's making quite a big difference having that outside rim there. Too impatient. It wasn't cooled off yet. Wrong button. The last time I did that and hit the wrong button, I screwed it up and jammed it, so very lucky I realized that was the wrong button. Two more. That looks so much better already. So much better. Actually looks like an umbrella when it has that outside edge, so that's a really big learning thing for me, to know that the outside edges should be defined in whatever shape I'm doing. It's got to cool down just a little more. There we go. Alright, so now that is our umbrella. That's much better, eh? I was trying to bend it and it's a little weak in the center there, so I had one of them come undone. So yeah, that's not bad. Now I'm quite happy with all three of them. But I think the kitty cats are probably my favorite. It's very sweet. So that was a very successful experiment. Very successful prototyping night. I'm going to have to call it a night because I work in the morning. We'll turn that off and let that cool down a little bit. Untangle the filament a little bit. So things I've learned tonight are keeping these outside edges with somewhat of a shape. So fixing this one so that it had an outside edge has made a huge difference. Now it looks very sharp. It looks like a beautiful little, and it didn't even take away from the music notes at all. You can still really tell that those are music notes, which is really cool. I didn't think that that would. And I really liked the way I did this last handle. I thought that was very cute, like decorating a little cookie. And I've discovered that I seem to jam up the pen every time I run out of filament and I have to add new filament. So I've attached it right to its own roll of filament. So now it's never going to run out, not for a long time. So I've learned a lot from tonight, just from streaming tonight. I've come a long way from my very first practice run to now doing quite fancy, intricate little patterns to kitty cats. I like that one. I think that's my favorite. This, I will have to do a kitty cat wagon wheel, and that'll be something else. Maybe I'll just do a whole kitty cat carriage. Put as many little kitty cats as I can in there. Have a good night, Graceful. Thanks for hanging out, and I can't wait to keep doing lots of this. This is going to be a very, very fun thing for me to develop as a skill. So you will see lots of me streaming this, and I'll usually have the printer going in the background too, right? Because if I'm going to be in here for a few hours, I'm going to want to be printing something. But it won't always. A lot of times I'm just going to want to play with my pen, or I'll be experimenting with making my own color filaments and things like that. So all the different fun things that I have planned for the stream. Oh, and pumpkin carving. I'm very excited about pumpkin carving. Come late summer into fall, I'll be making my own pumpkin designs and carving those. So I will see you. Have a good night, Graceful, and I'll see you soon. Sorry for my hand in the way there.